Jesus. What a week it's been. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Under the Ring podcast. Shut up. All right, look, it's been a long day. we got a lot of stuff we got to talk about. A lot of stuff we don't want to talk about. We got to address it. First
And
off,
we were over here just talking about everything.
it's been one of those days. But it's me, it's the champion, Mongo, of course, joined by, first off, my forever rival, it's Trick Matty. How you doing today, Matt?
What's up, y'all? Rocking the CM Punk little devilish looking crazy shirt. One of the few little CM Punk items I got.
Traitor. Good Lord.
I'm not a traitor. He has some good merchandise, and these are the only two pieces. This is one of the few pieces of merchandise that he sells that was good back then. Great week so far. I'm not as irritable as I was earlier in the week. I took a day off yesterday from the pod, and it's almost Friday, and it's almost my birthday. So,
all right, cool. Yeah. So you're not gonna have a fun day tonight, I promise, because I know. You ain't winning shit. But anyway, also joining me, of course, good stoner, the teacher man, Mr. Swerve Jones. Mike, how are you doing tonight, my friend?
I am doing great, my brothers. First of all, this tag team match we just watched. Yeah. Good Lord. Oh my God.
They are my favorite tag team.
Oh my God. I have never been more attracted to two scarier women in my life. God damn. Secondly, today's my Friday. So yeah. I ain't got to go into work tomorrow. You know, the benefits of working for a school district. We got what's called the Professional Development Day.
I was about to say, it must be Professional Development Day.
And yeah, my boss was like, oh yeah. And ain't nothing developmental about it. Just a waste of time. My boss was like, yeah, you guys can use your sick day. Well, I put my sick day in earlier in the week. So guess who won't be working tomorrow? This guy.
You will not be getting professionally developed.
I will be professionally sleeping. Professionally sleeping in.
Well, you know, that's good. That's good. And of course, finally joining us, Mr. Kendrade Okada. Kenny, like you said over the past few shows, today is your last chance till Mania. How are you feeling about your odds? How do you feel today? Are you ready?
No.
Yeah, fair enough.
That was not the answer I was expecting.
All right, well, let's see. What's going on, Cookies? How you doing today? What's going on, Tito? Jeremy, CM Punk actually doesn't seem so bad at the moment. Are y'all talking? Yes, we're talking about Vince today.
Yes, that's why we were low-key late, because we just talking about that in ass video games.
We're not gonna talk about it yet. We're gonna do a few, other things before we get there. But yeah, today we are doing Rumble predictions. So if you're in chat and you want to get a belt, here's your chance. Stay tuned, because we're going to be talking the Royal Rumble, and I've got really annoying tiebreakers to piss everybody off, myself included.
Cheers to y'all. Got bourbon in my cup.
Cheers. I got me a little
Cheers.
Little Reds Apple Ale. You can,
fucking
green screen will work. There you go.
I got me a nice little H2O.
H2O is also good.
Yeah, you just got off, so yeah, drink some water. You do a lot of other stuff too. So you doing some other stuff too, I bet. No.
That's what this is right here, my good friend.
See? So your water is you good.
I just happened to find a link. I found the link where I can actually watch TNA, so I'm looking at this Okada.
He got access to access.
Well,
I found the link.
While we're all watching TNA, let's talk about some news. Before we get into the main one, which is a lot, we're going to talk about some other things here. We talked recently about Raw going to Netflix in January of next year. Effective immediately on January 1st, they will move everything to Netflix. They are also killing the WWE network for the rest of the world. So will officially be dead even outside of the states.
The funny shit is how USA told them, we don't give a fuck about y'all. We not keeping y'all on after October.
That's what I was about to talk about.
This is a whole bunch of confused. They're like, hey, rest of the world, fuck y'all, come to Netflix.
Yeah, so October is when Netflix is when Raw leaves the USA Network. And we were wondering what was going to be happening for those 3 months, like if they were going to stay on USA, have like a lower deal or something. USA said no.
Said fuck y'all.
No, which is weird considering SmackDown's going to USA. You think
right? Usually they still be kind of nice. They're like, nah, bitch. Take the flag.
Right? They salty as fuck right now. They're like, yo, fuck you and your Raw, yo. You gave us this bullshit.
We were the first WWE network, bitch.
They're gonna end up like just not like showing anything for SmackDown at all, like no ads. It's gonna be like when ECW was on the what was it,
TNN
or TNN, and they just like never showed ads for it. And you like had to be lucky to find what day it was. Same thing with SmackDown
one day.
SmackDown about to come on. SmackDown about to come on Fridays at 2:30 in the afternoon. That's when that shit is about to come on, yo.
They're gonna not give a damn. So yeah,
that shit is coming on Sundays at 4:15.
We don't know what's gonna happen. I was thinking like, maybe they end up hanging out on Sci-Fi for a few, but no, that's also owned by NBCU. So no, they're just not doing
that. There you go. If you got Peacock, nope. They about to be on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, it's right now we have no idea.
It's about to be MTV. They about to be the new Lucha Underground. That's where they ass is about to go.
Wrestling Society X, baby.
Sunday Night Heat was on there.
WSX, baby. It's gonna be strange, and I'm sure we're gonna hear more about that down the road. They're gonna find somebody to
they're about to put them on Access.
Yeah.
And nobody gonna have access to that motherfucking shit.
There was also a report earlier this week about from Sports Illustrated, which had already gotten rid of the majority of their writing staff because they were shutting down.
They got us right, y'all.
Let out a report claiming that Gunther, the G-Man himself, was going to win the Rumble. And no.
Right.
Justin Barrasso of Sports Illustrated came out today and said, yeah, that was a bad report. WWE is sending out like false info to try to trick people on the Rumble. And that was our fault for getting caught in that. So yeah, it's still probably going to be either Punk or Cody winning, and then we go from there. So yeah, or it could be The Rock. But man was trying to get clicks so he could keep his job. Too late. They're shutting that down. It's. Is there anything else do you want to like review something from Dynamite, NXT, or Raw before we talk about the big scandal? Is there anything else y'all want to mention? We didn't talk about Dynamite yet.
I'm about to say I do want to mention how I was completely and utterly fucking disappointed in the main event from Dynamite. How I understand that they're trying to build Edge back up so that way he can fight Christian Cage, but Minoru Suzuki whipped that man's ass for a good 15 fucking minutes. Beat the living shit out of Adam Copeland, only for him to win in 3 fucking moves. Come on now. That was a little too much for me.
Suzuki also like was not taking bumps that night.
No, not at all.
He was doing all the Kane bumps where Kane like he takes a bump on the knee whenever he does like head shit. Like DDT, land on your knees. The kill switch, land on your knees. Like he was not taking a bump at all.
For nothing. for
Yeah.
nothing.
Uh,
And why is Penta a fucking jobber in AEW?
who did Penta lose to?
Hangman.
Why even have that match?
Right.
That's
but,
the point.
you
That's
can-
the point.
yeah. It's there was some great stuff on NXT this week. Again, Braun and Baron and Axiom and Nathan Fraser stole the show. Best match of probably the best match WWE's put out this week so far. They killed it.
NXT was great until we
Yeah.
found out, and I still
Yeah.
don't know. I mean, I know what happened, but
To find out who the new GM was. That's right. Breaking a historical record. This is the youngest ever GM of any WWE
at
show
only 22 years old.
at 22 years old. Is she still like Ava Rain? Is it still Ava Rain? Okay.
She's still Ava.
Oh, but it's just Ava? Is it just Ava or is it like
I guess she's just Ava.
I think it's just Ava now.
all right? So yeah,
So
Ava. I
either
was
way, it's
thinking
just ass.
when they were doing the contract signing, I was thinking like I think she's about to close on.
My pussy.
I kept thinking like she's gonna hit somebody. Well, like when she was separating them, I was like, I swear she's getting ready for a clothesline. I swear,
Right.
and it just never happened. So yeah, Ava is now the new GM. William Regal showed up, which is a pretty big deal. That upset a few people. I know I saw a tweet from somebody. I'm not going to name any names, saying that it was a shot at AEW that William Regal showed up on the last
Oh my
episode.
goodness.
I don't know how, but you know, it's.
That's just reading way too much into it. Like
I think so.
Regal,
That
Regal
year,
just
that,
had to wait until
he had to wait a year.
Right, he had to wait until his thing was over. Like that was part of his contract and him getting out of his contract. Like he had to wait.
Right.
So once it's over, guess what? He's gonna appear.
Gonna get that
And
money.
I mean, as much as it pissed me off because HBK has been in technically the GM for NXT this whole time, and he's been appearing on screen. Even though
they've had his door with his name on it.
had, right. Even though I know I've heard this man say a bunch of times in interviews that he prefers to not be on screen at his age now. He does not like being on TV. And I'm like, all right, you doing NXT, that's cool. You ain't gotta be on TV that much. Apparently, that is too much for him. So they had to have just randomly former GM is just in the neighborhood, even though that's the most dangerous parking lot known to man. He's just in the neighborhood. And he has negotiated Ava's ascent to becoming the GM of NXT out of nowhere. Like, how do y'all just walk into HBK's office and be like, hey, this baby here thinks she can do a better job than you. Can you step aside? How? Like, how does that happen?
That happens when your father becomes
understand,
on the board of directors. That's when that happens.
Yeah, her daddy got a job, and now all of a sudden she got a job. But like Cookies just said, stop dodging. Let's talk this shit. I mean, we ain't dodging. That did piss me off more than.
Yeah, it's, we're just trying to get everything out the way because this and the Rumble are going to take out the rest of the show. We just want to make sure we cover everything else before we do this.
I mean, when you think about that move, it's like, how many of you want a 22-year-old running your day-to-day, or in their case, week-to-week operations?
Right.
like what has she done to prove that she gets that?
That's why I looked up. Like, as soon as I saw William Regal come out smiling, I said, "Oh, I know the fuck this." I knew it. It's oh no.
He damn sure does. Look like Trevor from GTA 5. He damn sure does. But okay, all right. Let's talk about it. Early this morning, and I mean early. I woke up a little late to some crazy chat messages. The Wall Street Journal released a report that another former WWE employee is accusing Vince McMahon of and also just real quick, If you're in this chat and or if you're following us, if you're watching us on YouTube or wherever, listening to us on SoundCloud, trigger warning. Just want to put that out there. You know, there's some pretty
Right.
horrible shit. And I have some friends that were reading into it and they got physically ill from reading this stuff. So if you just a warning ahead. This woman accused Vince of sexual assault and sexual trafficking, which is a big one. That's, you know, we've seen a lot of misconduct and assault allegations. Sexual trafficking is another thing entirely. And
For those of
folks,
you out there in
they have
podcast
receipts.
land, those of you out there in podcast land who don't understand the term sexual trafficking, aka pimping.
Well,
That's a
it's
easier term
it's
for a lot of people to understand.
yeah, but it's it's more than that when it comes to what was happening here, as we'll get into.
It's pimping. Trust me, it's pimping. It's pimping. What he
yeah,
did was
I
pimping.
guess.
I'm not the good pimping. We'll be like, oh, dude, no, we talking actual pimps and hoes, HBO tricks and John pimping.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh,
I can agree with that. Yeah. It is some
yeah.
sort of jacked
It's
up.
pimping.
Yeah.
It's
It is.
pimping.
It's the nasty pimping.
He put her out there for business. It's pimping. He put her
Oh,
on the stroll.
yeah. Originally, I believe originally the name of this person was not revealed until someone leaked the
Man.
name to somebody and it got out.
I know
Which
they're
is
getting sued too.
yeah,
They
Yeah,
got
they gotta be because there was an
it's
NDA
disgusting.
NDA
Yeah,
sign. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So
yeah.
what?
It's disgusting. It's
Yeah. He can't. No Twitter profile deleting gonna save him.
so
no.
let's talk about it. But you know, it's out now, so we're going to talk about it. The former employee, now known as Janelle Grant, alleged in a lawsuit filed in Connecticut, she was sexually abused by McMahon while he was the CEO of the WWE. According to the suit, this is per the Washington Post, by the way, is where I'm getting it. McMahon promised Grant career opportunities while sexually and physically abusing her, as well as attempting to sexually exploit her to men inside and outside of WWE, including a wrestler the company was trying to recruit. So yeah, essentially, they have texts to back up the claims. Vince was sending some nasty stuff. I wish I could go back into a time where I didn't know how Vince sexed.
I didn't see the Texas. I went based off of you talking about it. I was like,
Nah,
yeah, I'm
I
not
saw
even
the
about to
text.
go look.
Bro, the
Nah,
text.
your man Vince took a shit on her head during a threesome.
Yeah, I saw that. The only text I've seen, and I don't know if it was even a real text. I guess she was wearing some yellow, like spandex pants or whatever. And he said he wanted to chew on her booty like a banana Laffy Taffy.
Your man also said he wanted her to be completely airtight with 3 big black cocks.
I did see something saying that he cosplayed as Brock Lesnar.
No, the toys.
Sex.
No, the toys that he used on her, he named after wrestlers.
Oh my god, yeah, that is.
Yeah, yeah, it's.
I'm still off of the banana Laffy Taffy because somebody on Twitter was like, "Yeah, this dude's sick," because everybody knows that's the worst
Nah, this nigga
Laffy
took a
Taffy flavor of them all.
This nigga took
Going
a shit on her head.
Going forward, the lawsuit accuses WWE McMahon and John Laurinaitis, WWE's former head of relations, who was relieved of his duties, I believe, last year. Was it
Yeah,
2023?
people pound. Come on now, man.
Of sex trafficking, negligence, civil battery, and causing emotional distress. Grant is seeking to avoid her non-disclosure agreement that she signed in 2022, which I believe was voided when they leaked her name. But I'm not a lawyer.
Yeah.
I know. I saw something where it was like she started this because all this started because he stopped paying. I'm like, oh, yep, Vince should have kept paying.
Well, Reggie, I'm gonna read as much of this as I can. The lawsuit. Let's see. This is from a spokesman for McMahon. This lawsuit is replete with lies, obscene, made-up instances that never occurred, and a vindictive distortion to tell the truth. He will vigorously defend himself. But he will not have his longtime lawyer by his side, Jerry McDivitt.
Oh yeah.
McDivitt told the
Mhm.
Washington Post he no longer represents McMahon. Laurinaitis and McMahon could not be reached for comments.
Yeah.
Jerry retired after, I think, right after Vince came back or put himself on the board of directors or whatever. He got out of Dodge real before a lot of this shit could even pop off. He's like, yeah, I'm not doing this no more.
Nah, not
We're not
me.
gonna we're not gonna
No.
read every text and everything because I mean it's you can look for it yourself. It's pretty disgusting stuff.
Diddy has been a special guest host on Raw. People are sharing the tweet on Twitter, making fun of they're like, oh, because it's Vince like tweeting saying he's partying with Diddy.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Per TKO,
Ha,
McMahon does
funny
not
you said that.
control. McMahon does not control TKO, nor does he oversee the day-to-day operations of WWE. While this matter predates our TKO executives' team tenure at the company, we take Miss Grant's horrific allegations very seriously and are addressing this matter internally. Grant started working with the WWE back in 2019,
You're right.
June 2019, and there was a moment that she discussed where Vince told her that they wanted to have a threesome, him, Johnny Laurinaitis, and her,
couple other guys too.
and she what?
I said, and a couple of other guys too. 'Cause Johnny sounds like
Yep.
Johnny wanted to bring in some other people to the party.
Well, she
This
said
whole
she didn't want to do that, and again, this was something that at while it was going on, you know, it was something that she was told that it would help with her career, which is another horrible thing. But she told Vince that she was just, kind of tired and had a lot of work to do this week, and doing this with him and Johnny would kind of exhaust her for the rest of the week, and she wouldn't be able to accomplish her goals. But she was kind of tricked into coming to see Vince, and then they locked the door and forced themselves on her, which is pretty rough. It's pretty
Rape,
yeah. And yeah,
Now I
it is
will
rape.
say,
That's what it is.
rape.
like for Tito's comment saying like it makes you think about for all the stuff he did, had Trish do for entertainment, really makes you think about how much art imitates real life. A lot of folks, because for us, we were just thinking like, oh, this is just being an ass. But for the people that really knew what was going on, because for a lot of us, we were just fans. We didn't know the inner workings of wrestling yet. Now, looking back at a lot of this stuff, like Tito just said, this is just acting shit out. He's always been acting stuff out. It makes perfect sense as to why he never wanted Shane. He always was like, why does Shane want to be a wrestler? He was jealous of Shane. Shane is a way better wrestler than Vince could ever be. Vince is always trying to do, like, look, think about it. Vince started doing stuff. But who immediately outshined Vince? His kids. Stephanie's better than him. Shane's better than him. He's got to have the spotlight on him. Like everything about him, everything he's done as Mr. McMahon is just Vince. It's just him.
Yeah. Here's the block in the Washington Post report on this, talking about that night. The lawsuit says that in June 2021, McMahon and Laurinaitis allegedly locked Grant in an office at the WWE's headquarters in Connecticut and sexually assaulted her. Despite objections, the two men restrained her while saying no means yes. McMahon allegedly locked her in a locker room in 2021 where he forced himself on her. Grant was then given $15,000 in Bloomingdale's gift cards by McMahon's personal assistant at the
Side
direction
note,
of
think
McMahon.
about how horrible that is. This is 2021. We are in the middle of the goddamn pandemic.
Mhm.
And there's other people that there are other women that had probably had stuff like that happen to them. were already locked off from the world, and now you got to go through that. Come on now, that's not even cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course, the part that really shocked us was the statement that they were even using her in an effort to re-sign a very big name in wrestling. While it was not named in her original statement, uh, it's been revealed that it was most likely Brock Lesnar.
Mm-hmm.
That Vince was basically saying that, hey, if you sign back, you get to have sex with her, and
What if we find
that's
out? What if we found out it was fucking Ken Shamrock?
they weren't bringing Ken Shamrock in at his
I
age to
know,
do anything.
I know, I know.
That's
But it just said a UFC and a WWE versus. So I was like, what if it's fucking Ken Shamrock?
I mean, when I was reading the stuff, I was like, well, who could it be? And then I scrolled just a little bit too far, and it ruined it. Oh, Brock Lesnar. Oh, dang.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. This was when Cowboy Brock showed up, when we got to see Cowboy Brock. So, there was a point where Brock in 2021 appeared, and we were like, whoa, where did he come from? It's been a while. Didn't think he'd resigned. And it turns out that all came from Vince essentially offering her up to him as a part of his deal. The sexual trafficking comes in from essentially
Brock.
taking her to other states, flying her to places. Yeah, and Brock, and it's just, this is the worst case we've seen against Vince and Co. since all these allegations began coming out over the past few years. This is absolutely the
And
worst.
this is really bad because, like, just being on Twitter and seeing people that are doing the reading and actually going through page by page of this for us, and they're bringing up, they're like, oh, other people had to have known about this. So I see people saying, oh, Triple H should have known, HBK should have known, because at this point, HBK he's in a front office type of role. He is in creative. He's right there. Triple H, same thing. They're in important type of roles, especially Triple H. They're saying that Triple H was a part of an investigation. They're saying Stephanie was a part of an investigation. It makes perfect sense as to why when Vince just magically assumed power again, Stephanie said, it makes perfect sense as to why Stephanie washed her hands of this and said, I'm just going to be a wife. I'm tired. Because remember, in the beginning of all of this, Stephanie was getting ready to step away. And then Vince happened, and they brought her back. Then Vince came back, and she left. I wonder why.
Yeah. And we're seeing more theories as to
oh, Cookies, you good? You are.
No, we was going to talk about it. We was going to talk about it regardless.
No, it was, we're going to talk. I didn't want to put it in the title because I didn't want to use the story to get, I didn't want to use it that way.
We have integrity. We got integrity. We don't want to sit here. We're going to talk about Vince, y'all. And everybody tune in.
People,
knowing it's Rumble Week.
Anybody that watches us, we'll talk about the biggest news of the day, and that would include this. I just didn't want it to be the title because it seems scummy. And
we're not. We here at Under the Ring Podcast, we don't look for clout.
Yeah. We
don't look for clickbaits. Like Matt said, we have integrity here at this podcast. So
right, we're jerks, but we ain't assholes.
Exactly. We're not going to succumb to that type of fuckery.
Okay, right, yeah. Like, this is nothing to brag about or to use to glamorize.
And and just like Reggie had said earlier, he had held off from reading any of it because he wanted to hear us talk about it. And some of y'all probably haven't heard anybody talk about it. And for a lot of us, this is the first time we're verbalizing some of this stuff, like saying it. We've just been reading it and typing it. Now we're verbalizing about it. See, Batty didn't even know about it.
Yeah,
So it's like, hey, we're all coming. It's all being brought to our eyes that Vince McMahon is just a downright piece of shit. It doesn't matter if he's Mr. McMahon, Vince McMahon, whatever he is a piece of shit. I feel like he's coming out saying, I couldn't have done any of this. My dude, you had Trish get down and bark like a dog. You had William Regal kiss your ass. You have embarrassed Jim Ross at every chance you could get, and the man suffers from Bell's palsy. You did that shit.
Yeah.
You shitting on a human in the middle of a threesome. Now, you want to have a threesome, that's fine. You want to do that? You want to have more people to the party? That's that. You want more dip on your chip? Go ahead. Shitting on them.
Dip on your chip.
Shitting on them, though. Shitting on them. Shitting on them.
Yeah.
What then? No point in there's no pleasure. Now, there's people that get off on that, but come on now. That just sounds like you did that just to humiliate her. You just did that just to
it's a monster.
It's a power thing. He likes exerting his power.
I'm a billionaire, so I can shit on you.
He's a monster. Like this is the epitome of a monster right here.
And this show, and then on top of this, all this is coming out. But guess what? He already has his fucking goal. He already got his goal. His goal was coming back into power and getting them into this merger. The damage has been done.
So
he's rich as fuck still.
That I wanted to mention because over the past year, since he's come back, TKO has been saying that they need to get rid of him because he brings negative clout to their brand. There's a theory going on that Ari Emanuel helped bring him on just to make him a scapegoat and get his ass out.
Yeah.
Basically brought him in just so they could confirm the deal, and then once the deal was up, all right, he's gone. I don't know if that's true. That's just what people are saying. I'm not sure.
Bro,
but as far as this story goes, I went in and I read the PDF on the lawsuit. And as bad as this stuff sounds, if you're just hearing this for the first time, it is like 10, 20, 100 times worse. It is genuinely one of the worst cases of just misconduct, assault, just everything. It's terrible. There are people that say that this is one of the reasons that they don't watch anymore, and I get that when it comes to something like this. It's hard to stomach that and then kind of keep going. Everybody has their things that they drop because of issues like this. So I definitely don't blame anyone if that's what they decide to do. Yeah, he did. He beat the U.S. government back in the 90s. But
even OJ got away with murder, though. That's all.
This
is different, yo.
This is the one where there are legit receipts. There are texts that they confirm it's his number.
It don't make a difference when you're Vince McMahon. That don't make a difference to him, yo. When you beat the Supreme Court, you feel nothing and no one can touch you. You're going to do whatever, whenever, however, to whoever.
And the bad part about it is they got him just like they got OJ. Remember, OJ didn't go to jail for killing Nicole Brown Simpson. He went to jail for stealing back his memorabilia in Las Vegas. That's how they got him.
They didn't get Al Capone for any of that heinous shit that he did. What'd they get him for?
They got him for taxes.
Tax evasion.
They couldn't get Vince for steroids, but technology got that ass. You can't say that ain't your number, buddy. Like Mongo said, they know that's you. They know that's you. You fuck.
It's like every case that's come up before, like they were able to say, like, how can you prove this? Yada yada yada. This I've never seen that much proof for anything like this, and I don't know how this goes into this year without him just being ousted from the company officially. But like Kenny said, when you have this much power and this much money, but again, McDivitt is no longer in charge of his defenses, and that might be the big
and
issue.
and
I'm gonna
also
tell you this
Mongo,
right now.
and also, yes, now he has the money, but
That's
he doesn't own WWE no more. He has no power. And I wrote it in the group chat earlier. I said he just sit and duck now because he doesn't have that power, and he doesn't have the attorney who has been representing him all this time.
But
This man
you
is
gotta
fucked.
you gotta think about this though. And I hate to say it like this. How many times have we seen a rich white man do some heinous shit and get off? You got to
oh
remember
yeah. At this point, absolutely.
what his defense is going to say, and I can tell you right now what his defense is going to say is that this was a sexual. Mr. McMahon has sexual fetishes and fantasies that which this young lady knew about. They were already quote unquote previous allegations against Mr. McMahon, so she knew what she was getting herself into, and she did this to further. By the time this is over, unfortunately, this young lady, the defense is going to make this young lady look like a total, a total.
You don't gotta say it, but you're right.
Yeah,
You don't gotta say it.
Yeah.
the
Yeah, you're right.
defense is going to make her look so bad,
Bad. Yeah,
and
they
and
are,
that's what
and
that's
it's,
what's
and
going to
they're gonna drag it
happen.
out. They're gonna drag it out.
They really are. And unfortunately what's gonna happen is because of that, Vince probably will get off again.
What Vince
Probably,
basically
probably have another settlement.
what Kenny is saying. I know we're coming up. Tomorrow's the anniversary, and R.I.P. to my dude. But it's something that people don't talk about. What Kenny is basically alluding to is the Kobe Bryant defense.
Hmm.
It is Kobe was up for rape, and for Kobe's case, it came out that that woman had other samples of semen in her panties. So you
Well,
can't just say Kobe did it. That's
well,
how Kobe got off.
and
That's the Kobe Bryant.
and it's they ended up getting Harvey Weinstein, but like how long did that take?
I
Right.
feel like with
And
Vince, Vince is going to get away with this. Vince is how old? He's old. He's 70 something, almost 80. He's old. Vince has already accomplished his goal. He is rich.
yeah,
These
billionaire.
people with this lawsuit knew he was rich. They waited till he sold stock. I think he knew what was getting ready to hit. Remember, he sold stock. What was that? Just a few months ago, I believe, Mongo.
Hmm.
Where he was
And
selling
double down
stock.
on his money. And double
And
down on
everybody
the
was like,
money.
why is he doing this? And all I said was to get richer. He ain't trying. Everybody's like, he gonna buy AEW. No, he just wants to get richer. He was piling his money up because he knew this was about to happen. Because he is about to settle like crazy. Did he settle with Cassie like crazy?
In a day.
He's about to
In
pay.
a day.
He's about to pay so much fucking money.
He is about to pay this girl. He sold all that stock because he knew it was about to hit, the shit was about to hit the fan. And perfect reason. If they want to get rid of, to go with Mongo's theory, that they want to get rid of, use Vince as a scapegoat, they already have his replacement. His replacement is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Right.
Yeah.
And
so they knew this was happening. If you think about it, they knew this was happening. Vince sold his stock in advance to have the money ready for a settlement. He already picked his replacement in The Rock. What did The Rock want? The Rock wanted his name back for trademark purposes so he can get more money. All right, here you go, because I'm about to be gone. If I'm Vince, Vince is about to step aside and say, you know what, this wasn't me, but he going to settle. Rock is going to settle into that board of directors spot. Vince is going to pay this woman off. He's going to settle with her, and he's going to stay we ain't gonna hear about him probably no more until the day he fucking dies.
Right.
And it's bad that the only reason that their whole relationship fell apart is because his damn fucking wife Linda found out about it. Linda's been getting cheated on. She just got fed up one fucking day. We all know that Vince been cheating on her. It's a surprise they got Shane and Stephanie at this point.
Right.
And just piggyback on Matt's point, they did settle already, but Vince didn't pay the full amount.
Right. All it
That
took was
motherfucker
he
stopped paying.
wasn't going to pay that.
He was supposed to pay her $3 million in the settlement. He only paid her $1 million. So
because he knew, because he was thinking.
What pimp
ahead.
give his bottom worker all the money she's supposed to get?
I'm gonna give her $1 million while she's happy with that $1 million. I'm gonna work my way back into WWE. By the time I get back into WWE, I can get the company sold. I can use that money from them getting sold to stack my money up. Boom! I ain't spending my money. I'm spending the sale money.
Yep, and that $3 million can easily turn into $50 million, maybe even $100 million.
See, the funny thing about Vince is a messed up kid anyway. He grew up in he graduated from East Carolina University. He is an out of wedlock child of his dad's. His dad didn't even fuck with him like that. So the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. He was started off fucked up. I'm sure he has other fucked up children out there. Shane and Stephanie ain't the only children out there. I'm sure he has other children that he has paid off that are just like Kennedy, just like Mr. Kennedy was going to be his son, and Hornswoggle ended up being his son. That imitation, that just like we said earlier, that was probably something else that hadn't probably happened. Shane and Stephanie probably know they got other siblings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, it's like anything terrible that you can think.
Vince was working on a biopic or a documentary. He's working on a book. When we will find it all out when that shit finally comes out or when he dies.
Originally, Netflix was going to work on a documentary about him, and then that got shelved because it wasn't going to be very positive, and then things got fudged in the works. Now that they're working with Netflix, they're going to have a different documentary that I'm sure is going to paint him very, very nicely. And
and it's probably going to end with that.
I can't wait for that Dark Side of the Ring to come out.
Oh, brother, that's gonna be a whole season of episodes. That's gonna be like it's gonna be the season of McMahon. It's gonna be just shit. TNA brought in
when Dark Side of the Ring comes out with the COVID series and Vince get to the Vince topics. Oh, listen, that's gonna be 3-4 seasons.
What's that? TNA got Ali. That's some good shit. All right.
Vince is just like Kobe, in my opinion. People be like, "Oh, Kobe got all girls."
What does that mean? In the grand scheme of things,
Kobe got all girls, but
yeah,
there's a rumor. It's a video where Kobe is going into the locker room and somebody serves him. The theory is somebody is serving him for paternity because he has a secret kid out there somewhere. So I feel like Tito said Vince probably got like 5 kids besides Shane and stuff. He probably do. He probably got more.
We won't know till he's dead.
Right. We're not going to know until he's dead.
We see Arnold Schwarzenegger came out with a kid. How late? With me?
I don't know, man. This it just sucks.
We're not going to hear to Reggie's point, you're not going to hear about any of these kids because they are well taken care of.
Oh yeah. Oh my God, they're paid. They don't got to work. Probably
they got to wait until he's dead because he can't say none.
Just
it's Triple H might be his son for all we know. Maybe that's why he liked him so much.
I hope not. That'd be disgusting for him and Stephanie.
Oh God.
Yeah. that's something he was
Hey,
into.
but
storyline-wise.
remember,
Yeah.
Vince is the same person that said suggested this is not a rumor, this is a fact. He suggested that he could be the father of Stephanie's kid when Stephanie was pregnant.
Yeah,
On
Stephanie
film.
actually said that
Oh my
on camera. Yeah.
God.
Yeah. So
You know what,
But
Matt?
I mean,
You're right. What if Triple H actually is his kid and Stephanie ain't?
let's not worry about that speculation. Let's just
Mhm.
let's talk about what we're dealing with here. When it comes to stuff like this, you just hope the people involved are safe. And I have hope that things work out the way that I'd like them to, but knowing how this world works and how we've all seen this world works, unfortunately, um, I don't know if that's the case.
I'm just gonna keep them in my thoughts and prayers, not Vince, all the other affected folks, and let TKL handle all of this and just wait on news to break that either Vince is gone, because that will eventually happen. And I'm just gonna focus on wrestling because there's nothing I can do. There's really not. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I can't sit
This
up here and say I literally can't sit here and say I'm gonna boycott WWE. I'm not. I watch it for the wrestling. I don't watch it for the other stuff that
Vince,
they do. This
yeah.
is all collateral damage.
It's and this is up there with. I didn't think anything would get close to the Ashley Mazzaro story that came out
Mm-hmm.
years ago.
Mm-hmm.
This does it, and it's just Jesus Christ. Like every time we hear something more, I'm like, the more I hear, the more that one just probably just ends up. It's probably true. That one's probably true.
I do always get a good chuckle in hindsight when people are making fun of Reby and her issues because they're like, "Bitch, you was making fun of Ashley. You was laughing when she passed. You laughed at the stuff that happened to her that led to her dying. So your marriage falling apart is perfect karma." I'm just like, damn.
Swole is catching a lot of heat because of the situation with Vince. Because she made a comment on Twitter saying, "Oh, she's pretty." And people are going at her like, "Oh, is that what you think about when there's a victim out here?" And Swole apologized. She was like, "You know what? I apologize. I made a
I ain't gonna.
comment
I mean,
because I genuinely thought she was pretty and it was the wrong timing. I apologize for what I said." And people still going at Swole.
I ain't gonna
She's
lie
like,
though, because when the article came up, when Mongo put the article up, and the way they have the article shared, the way they have the article set up, it'll be like wrestler named, and it'll put like a random picture, and it'll eventually show you the wrestler that's named. So it's like victim, nothing, and you scroll down, you just be like, "Oh, that girl pretty. This is the victim. Oh shit." Because that's
Swole,
literally like I'm scrolling. I saw her like, okay, she cute. This is
Swole,
oh damn.
yeah.
My
She didn't
bad.
mean anything by it. It's
Right.
Right.
and this isn't the first time that people have just like jumped on her really when they didn't need to. I've
yeah.
always felt kinda bad for her.
The girl is cute. Like I'm like, okay, Vince, but still doesn't warrant everything you did.
It's
You know what? You know what's just so heartbreaking about this? Well, first of all, to you guys' point, just all the positive thoughts and just prayers for her, for Janelle Grant. I just hope that she gets the the mental help, the emotional help, spiritual help, physical help to get her through this. Um, what's also just so heartbreaking about this is that you know how people look at like a Stan Lee That's like
Mhm.
how iconic he is for just building just that world for them and Marvel. That's what Vince was. Vince is to wrestling, to a lot of wrestling fans. Built this whole world for us to just lose ourselves in through the act of just physicality and storytelling and just great acting. And for that man who provided that world to us to be such a hideous individual is 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 maddening. Like it's a very like I'm just thinking about this and just we talked about it earlier, but just to Matt's point, just verbalizing it, it just makes me just physically just angry, just emotionally angry that this man is attached to that now. A
Yeah,
man
'cause,
who maybe
yeah.
about 5 years ago, if he were the past, he would be one of the people who made my childhood, who created something that's a part of my personality. This was just 5 years ago. And to fast forward into now and just see how despicable of a human being this man is. No, he's not even a human being. He's a fucking monster. I said it earlier. He's a monster. How
Yeah, he's
despicable this
definitely a
monster is.
monster.
It's just, it's just, it's a maddening feeling.
And on top of that, the bad part about it is no matter what happens, even it's gonna take at least 40 to 50 years before you can get the connotation of when you think of WWE, WWF, you think of Vince McMahon. Because it's gonna be us. We are that age group, all of us. Oh, I remember the Attitude Era. Or you remember Vince McMahon commentating. You remember Vince McMahon coming out there. They just celebrated. Hey, we all want to feel old because I know I do. My birthday is. I'm the one that has the birthday coming up. 25 years ago was the 1999 Royal Rumble. That just feels like it was 3 years ago to me. That is the debut of No Chance in Hell. They used that theme. I didn't even know because I was not watching wrestling yet at that point. I didn't know that No Chance in Hell was the theme song used for the 1999 Royal Rumble, and then Vince McMahon ended up using it as his theme song.
But you could, Mike. You see what you just described and the feeling that you have, and how it it angered you that this happened. That's part of the way that I felt when the shit with Hogan being a racist came out. When y'all were easily like, "Yo, just fuck Hogan," and I was the one sitting there going, "Damn, I really can't just say that because this man was my childhood and shit like that."
Mm-hmm.
That's the conflict I was going through. Granted, this is two different things. Calling somebody a nigga and raping somebody is two fucking different things completely.
Right.
Both despicable.
Right. I was like, they both deplorable, but damn.
Both despicable, but
What is
definitely
getting you
different
in
things.
jail?
You know what I mean? So it I understand exactly what you're feeling. But I understand exactly what you're feeling. It's like I said, I'm older than WrestleMania. Okay? So it it sucks to know that something that I've watched since I was a child, literally as a child. The creator of it is, like you said, a monster.
He's a monster. He's a racist because the stuff you see in the Texas, we were talking about it, and he's like, "Oh, I want you to get ravished by big black cops." The only time you see that bullshit is when you on some other websites that you are on your own personal time. You don't see that term any other damn place. That just tells you what he thinks of black people. What he think about, like, look at the battle of the billionaires. two rich white men.
Had
One
two
is
niggas fighting
by
for him.
a black man, the big black man. And the other is represented by a monster that can't speak any English in Umaga. You got a black man, a brute, a silverback, if you could even say that, versus a foreigner monster led by Vince McMahon and the future president of the United States and Donald Trump. It don't get no more racist and despicable and stereotypical than that. And that ain't even 2024, y'all. That is good old WrestleMania, what, 23? So they
But
were
to be
playing
honest,
our faces.
this is the same. We should have known, like, we should have known how despicable Vince was with his relationship with Donald Trump after we've heard some of the vile things that Donald Trump has done. And we're like, oh yeah, that's his homie. You know, you when you're friends like that, your friends, you tend to have the same. You're friends for a reason because y'all run in the
Yeah.
same circle. Y'all have similar interests.
It's a representation of who you are.
Right. My mom always says, "Show me your friends, and I'll show you who you are." You know what I mean?
Like, it
So
makes no sense. I can understand, like, it goes right to Kenny's point. He already thought he was powerful. Because I had sat up here and watched. I told y'all a few weeks ago, Mongo looked at me like I was crazy, cultaholic, be catching me. And I sat here and watched the whole damn history of WWE from the point of them being WWWF, 4Ws, all the way to WWE. You had sat up here and saw a dude that bought. I sat up here and looked at a dude that bought out his dad. We know the story, but that went through it. This dude bought out his dad. Dad didn't even know what he was going to do. Got everybody else in the territories that were all invested in WWF with his dad, like Gorilla Monsoon and all them, to buy in. And then slowly but surely, just goes throughout the country, picking everybody off. He already feels powerful. Then he gets WrestleMania. He found Hulk Hogan. He gets that going. Then you got rock and wrestling going in the 80s. He already feels powerful. He already feels like he can defeat anybody. By the time that steroid trial hits, yeah, he's shook. But at the same time, he's like, man, I'm going to beat this because I'm Vinnie Mac. I'm going to beat this. And then he fucked around and beat it. And
man, by that time, that man done had pay-per-views at Trump.
He's in God mode.
Right. When you beat federal court, that has everything to do with where I've grown up and things that I've seen. I've seen it. When you beat a federal court case, I'm talking a case where you're looking at a minimum of 10 plus years. If you beat that without a scratch on you, there's no stopping you in their mind. They're going to do any and everything.
And then on top of that, think about, so he goes through all that, and then WCW pops up, and they whoop that candy ass until they decide to spoil Mankind becoming the champion. And right after that, you go fast forward a few years, and they're buying WCW. That's literally there's nothing after God mode. Like you've beaten everyone. There's no more competition. There's no one that can tell you what to do. You are him.
You're so much him that people had to create another company just to try to combat you.
And it's like all of that has happened. And basically everybody looks at you as the father of this industry. And you can just walk around and do whatever you want. Because if you think about it, all that stuff I've described, WWE is still private. WWF is still private all the way up until 1999, 2000. Because I remember they made a big deal about them going public. And I'm like, what the hell does that mean? Because I had no clue what the stock market and all that junk was. I was a kid. But yeah, he made more money after that, after they went public. His ego and everything fed into this. He's a monster. The bad part about this is he's just going to pay it all. He's going to get away with everything by paying it all. Yes, yeah, we're always going to leave out the word.
This ain't nothing to joke about, bro. This is nothing to joke about.
Like Kenny is the father of all daughters, so he's not playing around with this.
Yeah,
exactly.
That's why I said earlier the trigger warning thing. I made a mistake of sharing it with another group when it first popped off, when this first story first showed up, that I did not do that, and someone ended up kind of having a similar kind of reaction, and I never want anybody to feel that way. So this is a terrible, it's a terrible thing, and if that, we support you, and
Right.
if talking about this is an issue, I get that, and I hope you're doing okay. We crack a lot of jokes here, and we talk a lot of shit. But at the end of the day, we're all a family here, especially everybody in the comments with us. So if that's something that triggers you or that affects you in any way, we hope you're doing okay today.
Right, and we hope that you continue to get the help that you need. And just know, ladies and gentlemen, that as heinous as this is, it's still news. And we're here at our podcast. We're here to provide you all the updated content. So we got to talk about shit like this.
And on top of that,
yeah, but it's still news. So we're doing our jobs.
And on top of that, think about it like this. We said it earlier. Mongo had said it way earlier when we started this. TKO is investigating this. They said this might have happened before we even merged, but we are looking into this to the fullest extent. So the fact that they're treating this as if it happened just 24 hours ago is great. They know that this is nothing to play games about. And they said it from the get-go that Vincent Kennedy McMahon is bad publicity for us. He is a bad look for us. He knows that he is a bad look for them. That's why it all goes into my theory. That's why it all goes into my theory that he knew all this was going to happen. That's why he selected someone he looks at as a son in Dwayne Johnson to take his place.
And first off, Batty, thank you for rocking with us every week. Thank you. Thank Cookies, Jersey, everyone, Reggie, everyone.
Oh, y'all. We got y'all back.
We appreciate y'all.
I was thinking, like, if Mike forgets Reggie, he's gonna be pissed.
Oh no, I ain't gonna forget my brother. My brother Reggie's been with us since day one.
Right.
Day one. Very first show we ever did. Reggie was the very first fucking viewer.
I think that's why I mentioned him last. Because of that. This is.
Let's move on to the Rumble. Let's move on.
It's time for Batty to get her.
I just want to say one more thing.
Place.
I just want to say one more thing. I'm high, but it came back to me. At least, thank God, the company is now in good hands. This is TKO. This is TKO's chance to, for the last time, wash their hands with Vince. Get him out this system. Get him out this system.
Wash your hands of Vince. Laura Knight is sitting there. Anybody that knew about this, or was there?
And Kevin Dunn already left, so you knew. He knew.
Anybody, if they get any evidence, if anybody that's still there, get them the fuck out.
And
done.
And thank God that this company is in the hands of Trips and The Rock.
God,
even TKO.
Even in spreading love, you still got to take a shot at Reggie. God.
That,
But yeah, that's
a New
all.
York.
Yeah.
That's a New York woman for you right there, boy. That's what that is.
That's the perfect
She
transition.
want her gold.
That's
She
the
want her
perfect
title back.
transition. Ladies and gentlemen, it
Into
is
the
time. If
Rumble.
you stuck with us this long, it is time for the Royal Rumble prediction part of the show.
Time for the return of Matty Reigns.
Now, I want you to give me just a few minutes because I'm looking over some things. I need to make sure I know who came in last prediction.
Not me.
Wasn't me.
No, I came in like second or third.
It was me.
Yeah, but did you come in third and it was just the three of us?
Oh yeah, because I
Man.
think it was like a triple threat.
TNA, right? TNA was the last one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to kill. I came in second.
Kenny tied with Mike for second.
Oh
Get the
shit.
fuck out of here.
So Matt and Tito tied for third.
Woo!
So let me fix my order here before we start. So y'all can-
Wait, I didn't come in last. Well,
Brother,
shit
you-
the hell.
actually, I think how this worked out is if you had tied with me, you might have actually won on the tiebreakers.
Oh, son of
Yeah.
a bitch.
You actually almost won.
I know that one. I almost won because it was close, and I was just like, "Well, I lost. Fuck this."
Son of a
So let me
bitch.
just get the
Well,
order right here.
This is my last hurrah till Mania. So
Not for
Aaron,
me.
Matt, I'm gonna do
I'm the forever IC champ, so I'm gonna come in and
Since-
try and get 2 belts every damn chance I can get.
since this is Kenny's last pick for a while, we're gonna give Kenny the bump. You get to go right before me.
Yeah.
We're gonna have. I'm gonna guess we're gonna have.
This ain't
3
his last
people in
goddamn
chat.
hurrah. I'm not
It
believing that shit.
will be me
No,
going
I'm not-
first.
I'm not
No,
picking.
this is his last for a while. He says he's not picking until Mania.
I'm
That
not
is
picking
me.
again until Mania.
Because he ain't Vengeance Day ain't no pay-per-view. That's just a regular NXT. No, wait, that is a PLE, so he ain't picking for Vengeance Day.
Yeah,
Nope.
he's missing Vengeance Day. He's missing Chamber, and if there's anything else
Mm-hmm.
in that Mania, this is it. If
Nah.
Kenny wins, he loses the belt the next show because he doesn't pick anything. Jersey ain't here. If Jersey didn't show up, Jersey didn't get to
See,
Jersey
side
didn't get to
note,
defend.
bad part about all this stuff coming out. Can't Diddy Bop no more. And I can't mention my favorite incarnation of Vince ever, Do-Rag Vince.
Right.
So like, damn.
Damn, Vince.
Because
You know.
Do-Rag Vince was special. ECW, people hated that Vince, but that Vince was special to me. He was cool. And he is the
What's
father
up?
of Do-Rag CMC. We know when you
What's
see
up,
CMC
my
in a
nigga?
Do-Rag.
Oh my god. Let's see here. All right.
Then that
You
just
ready?
mean he gonna CM Punk that shit then. He gonna just take it. Pause,
more
but
thing.
not like that. He just
One
gonna
more
take it.
thing before we start.
I
Going
ain't-
forward, we're not going to show the picks here because I want it to be something that we reveal on Thursdays. So if you're in the chat, keep track of your shit. Good luck, but I'm not posting them for anybody to look at because things got revealed earlier than I wanted them to last time. So that's just how we're going to make it work. That's just my ruling. That's what we're doing. I hope y'all are okay with that, and if not, I don't really give a shit. First up, thank you for just having just a short match fucking pay-per-view. Jesus Christ. No 10 match, 12 match shit. 4 matches. We got 4 matches. 4 matches and 3 tiebreakers. That is it. Thank God.
For now.
The first match we're going to be talking about is the United States Championship. Kevin Owens taking on Logan Paul. So, Matt, you're going to go first, then Mike, then
Right.
Kenny, then me.
I will be picking the Maverick, Logan Paul.
Anybody not going Logan Paul? Let's go ahead and get these title matches out of the way. Anyone not going Logan Paul or Roman Reigns?
I'll say you better not go against our tribal chief. Y'all better not go against.
Cool. All right, just gonna go in the chat. I'm just gonna assume y'all do the same shit unless y'all say differently. So Logan. So it's gonna come down to the Rumbles, which are really tough to predict this year.
Yeah.
That's my song right there.
Did you hear the Joe Hendry version that he did for Drew McIntyre? That I listened to that so much that became the song that was stuck in my head, not the original.
I will never forget
Listen
hearing
up,
that
this
song,
is the
seeing the music video for that song on Zoo Disney. In between
that he did-
shows.
The shit that he did for Top Dollar had me crying.
I'm mad they had Top Dollar giving advice to my dude Rich Swann. I'm like, Rich Swann is a world champion, my dude.
I'm mad Top Dollar was in that video that Reggie posted. That of course we're wrestling fans. That they had Top Dollar in that shit.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, man, are you a wrestler or are you a fan? One of the you can't do
Like, right? Like, come on, stop it.
He both.
Also, I think that is the cringiest shit. I hate that fucking trend so much.
Yeah, that shit is ass. I skipped those
so
videos
dumb.
so quick. I saw one this morning where it was like, of course we're alpha influencers, but it was, I don't know what they're calling, like the little babies. They were like 3 to 7 year olds. They're influencers. They're like, yeah, of course we're blah blah blahs. We have toys. I'm like, what? No. Go play with some toys, first of all. Why are you an influencer?
Shit. All right. So everybody has Logan and Roman unless you say differently. That's it. Here come the tough parts. First, the Women's Royal Rumble.
Oh goodness.
Cookies has his. Cookies is taking Rock and Nia.
Thank you, Cookies, for making that easy.
Dang, he was gonna go all Samoan.
He's like, oh, Rock's in control. Give me the Samoan squad.
Nah, Ava is where it stops. I'm sorry.
Ava's where it stops.
It
starts and stops.
Yeah, he's just looking out for baby girl. The family ain't got enough love. Nia had her title run. Sorry.
Rock's like, who the fuck is Nia Jax?
Right. He only worried about you and no you. He only worried about the actual bloodline, not Nia.
He's like, that ain't Tamina's little sister, is it?
Right. Who is that? Tamina's daughter? Is that Nia? Is that Nia's her daughter's name? No, Dwayne. Oh, I don't know who she is. Man.
You've met her before. I don't. The Rock has not met her before. No.
Is that Roman's daughter? Roman's daughter's name Nia? No.
You're not calling yourself The Rock again, are you? The Rock calls himself The Rock now. Yes, The Rock got the name back. And The Rock doesn't know a damn Nia.
No, The Rock knows Nia. Dwayne don't know her.
Yeah.
He don't know a damn thing about no Nia Jax.
When he's in that
She's
suit.
Like, Dwayne, The Rock don't know. I don't know you. The Rock don't know no Dwayne.
Nah.
Sorry.
When he's in that suit and she comes up, Dwayne, he acts like Chris Rock in that movie. Security! Come and tackle.
And she be looking at him like Kevin Hart looked at.
You talking head of state, Kenny?
And she looking at.
That was my first.
She looking at Dwayne like Kevin Hart is looking at dude in 40-year-old version. Like, come on now, I don't need you to be my cousin. Be my cousin.
Oh shit!
Head of state is funny as shit. That and then like when Barney comes off the train and it's backhanded people. That is the funniest movie. Like, oh my god! I might watch that. I might watch that when we get off tonight. I honestly might just look that.
Yeah, The Rock definitely not acknowledging no damn Nia. Dwayne might, but The Rock, hell no.
Reggie knows. Reggie gets it. Tito, if you're in here, brother, you better tell me your picks. Or did Tito send y'all picks or anything?
No.
Let me check the chat. Let's check
Tito,
the
you better
chat
send me
to
some
see if you-
picks. It's on
Nope,
Max,
ain't
Reggie.
no, ain't no picks.
I'm watching that shit. All right, well, Tito might not get this shit. Kenny, if you win, are you still not predicting after that until Mania?
Nope.
You're just gonna win it and then just vacate it afterwards.
Whoever comes
Why
in
not?
second becomes the champion if Kenny wins.
I'll ride out. Listen,
Riding into the
Ain't
sunset
nothing.
like a champ.
yes, I is. I gotta
Alright.
come up with a whole new belt. Cause guess what? I'm stealing this shit like fucking Tessa Blanchard.
You know what?
So-
I respect it. I respect it.
He gonna be me. He gonna
No,
be
you did
me.
not. You did not just say.
Yes, he did.
He gonna be me. Y'all created that IC title. I fucked around and won it, and then I defended it once, and the kid was like, "Nah, fuck that. That belt gone. Cool with me."
All right, Matt, who's your pick? Women's Rumble.
Well,
Do
I
you want
already
to
picked
discuss
her
like
up,
who
so
like
I'm
the
just
possible
going-
picks are before we do this? Like the
Oh,
top
I already know who I'm going.
choices?
I'm going with the whole theory. That's why I picked her ass up. Literally, not literally, but that's why I picked her ass up on Monday and did all that. So I'm gonna go with Bailey. So Bailey, I'm going with Bailey. She going.
That is an interest. So Bailey versus EO.
Yes,
Mania.
I'm going with Bailey.
You know what? That's actually a really. I didn't even think about that. That's an interesting match idea for Mania. I don't hate that. Do y'all think the Kabuki Warriors win tomorrow?
I hope so. In my Kodak Black voice, I hope so.
I mean, I know y'all hope so. I know damn sure y'all hope
because that's a huge risk we took going up against them.
That's a good pickup.
Queen.
I mean, that's bro. Mike Kenny, he was in that chat and he said, "I'm gonna use my free pickup to get this." And I was like, God, Matt, do you want the rest of Damage Control? Like, do you want the other two? You want me to just give them to you?
And I told them my whole plan for the pickup. I was like, Mongo is in front of us. I'm picking up Kyrie. I was like, I know he likes Kyrie.
Mm-hmm.
If he blocks me, then I'm getting Bailey. But if he lets me get both, I was like, if he don't block, I'm getting both of them.
Yeah, that was. I didn't realize Bailey was unowned. Was my mistake.
Yeah,
I went back in the chat. Was like, I dropped her. I know I dropped her, and I saw like September 2023. I was like, yeah, she gone.
There we go. Hey Tito, you're not. You're. I'm guessing you're going to do the same for the Logan and Roman matches.
Okay, he going
Cody and Bailey. Okay, cool. Appreciate it, brother.
Reggie's doing Bailey and Punk. Reggie's doing Bailey
Reggie.
and Punk.
I got Reggie, Bailey, and Cody, and we're gonna go Logan and Roman for Tito too, because none of us are stupid. All right, Mike. Women's Rumble.
Yeah, Matt brought it up the other day. I was like, damn. Yes for us, and yes for predictions. So yeah.
I mean, I'll admit I did not think of that. Like that's something it did not cross my mind. So it's a good pick. Kenny, you gonna go Bailey too?
No. I am NWO wise, but for this, if I gotta ride out, I'm fucking riding out.
King want that other belt.
If I'm gonna ride out, I'm gonna ride out. Give me Bianca.
Another good pick.
I was gonna pick her too.
Has Becky's won a Rumble, right? Already?
Mm-hmm.
Do they make her a 2-time Rumble winner?
Oh my god.
She'd be the first, yes? She'd be the first.
Yeah, because they brought that up last week when they were going through the Rumble, or it was earlier this week. They were like, Bianca is looking to become the first 2-time winner because Rhea's not in it. After she went all the way from 1, she's champion still, so she's not. She don't even have a match.
Are they setting up Rhea and Becky?
It's either Rhea and Becky or Bailey and Io.
But I think Becky or Bianca should win it and challenge Rhea. That's a Mania match. That's a Mania match for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
God, Matt, you messed me up. Damn it. I was so confident on Becky. Now I'm not sure.
Mm-hmm. That's why when I saw Bailey was available, I said, "Oh yes."
You I need
This
to keep.
was-
I need to keep. I used to keep a list
But
of
here's
who
the
was
thing,
available.
Rhea
I need to
is
start doing that
on.
again.
This
Rhea's
was
on
me.
Raw though. Bianca's
This
on
was me when it
SmackDown.
hit January.
That
This
doesn't
me.
mean a thing. That means nothing.
I mean, it doesn't.
Yeah,
This was
once
me
you
when it
win,
hit
once you win the
January.
Rumble, you can challenge for any championship you want when you win the
Yeah,
Rumble.
it's any champion.
Yeah,
So
that's
she
true.
can do
That's true.
anybody. And I think
I
that's a better option.
I was sitting up in the chair once it hit January. Like I was like, oh yeah, we almost at the end. So let me try and get as many points as I can to see if we can defend this title.
Tito says Becky can win the chamber. That's a good fucking point. God.
Yeah, you got to think about who could possibly win in Australia. Who's going to make for a good Australia story? It's got to be the person who is from Australia. Mommy. Shout out to Mommy.
Shit.
So who is going to fight in Australia for the right to fight my mommy?
Wait. Rhea can defend it in Australia.
Mm-hmm.
She could.
So that would mean that Becky would have to win at the Rumble because Rhea is getting her moment in her home country.
And Reggie brings up a good point too. That's what I was also about to allude to. Bayley won everything, my man.
That would make her the
ultimate champion.
Fuck. Okay. All right. No, I'm gonna say, and you know how much I love Bayley. You know how much this hurts me.
Oh yeah.
This hurts me a lot. Emotionally.
That's why Kyrie went first.
Yeah. You're a dick. You're a real dick, Matt.
Because I'm like, oh, if I put Bayley, she getting blocked.
I'm going Becky. I'm going Becky against my better judgment. I'm still sticking with Becky. Becky becomes the first 2-timer because they're not going to give that to Bianca.
You traded Becky. I was like, hey, you got. Oh nope, you traded her. Mm-hmm. I don't think they started her though. But I believe for the Rumble, the rule is everybody is eligible because it's impossible to try and bench people.
Yeah, it's especially this year. This shit's ridiculous. Men's Rumble.
I'm going Bianca because don't forget her new show is coming out.
Another good point.
I might change to Bianca. The
women's division is the women's division is so deep. When you don't have to worry about
the women's division get this like stat where we're like it could be anybody. Because like I don't even think Nia is a bad pick because Nia's been beating the shit out of people. Like I get on Cookies all the time for him having ass picks because he does. He has no. I'm sorry, Cookies. I don't mean to offend you, but your picks are just goddamn terrible. But that's a good pick. That's a good pick.
And even like people have been saying in the last few weeks are like, how the hell is Charlotte even walking? Because she's been progressing and just doing stuff. She's just walking. She's gonna pop up? Could she pull a Cena?
All right, we got the men's Rumble. Tito went Cody. Matt, who you got? I think this one's a little bit easier. It's down to like 3 names.
Yeah, it's either Punk, Cody. Definitely not going to. I was hoping Brock could possibly show up, but no, he likes to see people pee. So
I was looking at
just me and you. Pee on
I was looking at Fightful Select. Best, by the way, best. If you're looking at if you're like a wrestling nerd, you want to like actually look at news and shit.
Yeah, they do good. Some good stuff.
Fightful Select is the best. $5 a month, you get some crazy shit. You get a lot of good news. I don't work for them. I'm just saying that's the best $5 you can spend. They've got the spoilers for the Rumble up as far as like who might show up, and the only one is Brock was supposed to show up, but
see, I knew. I be knowing this stuff, man. I be right there with Triple H, right next to him.
Man,
there.
We were just connected. We were just like we're all family.
Yeah, but it's the Rumble. You don't care.
I'll be right there with him and HBK. I'll be knowing those two shows like the back of my hand, man.
So who you got, Matt?
Not no Brock, not no more, because he had to
Mhm.
go around be stupid, man. Right, like Reggie said, man. Give me who is the third person? It's Punk, Cody, and
The Rock.
The Rock. Oh, Dwayne. Yeah, give me Punk. I'll go Punk. Give me Punk.
All right, Mike.
Yeah. Give me the guy on my shirt. Yeah.
I was initially thinking. Like,
I know Raw got Punk. You have Punk. Mongo has Punk.
I believe I started Punk too.
Yeah, so yeah, you will. Yeah, I will definitely go Punk. I'm not going Cody. We don't know. Sorry,
I think it's pretty obvious. Punk wins here. Cody wins at the Chamber. We go from there, but maybe not because Roman doesn't show up for Australia. We already know that. This is Roman's last. This is Roman's last PLE until Mania.
Roman don't fuck with koalas.
Roman saw them like killer jellyfish and was like, nah, I don't think so.
He's a big fan of Crocodile Hunter. He's like, nah.
Did y'all see that video of that kangaroo trying to break a window and like flexing?
Nah.
No.
Bro.
Nah,
Oh
I'm
my
good.
God. I would.
Kangaroo are scary.
I'd be scared.
Like,
They are.
It makes no sense as to why Winnie the Pooh tried to make Roo so like lovable because them things are scary. Like Roo and Kanga, nah, I'm cool.
Honestly, I think they should do that one year, but I don't think it's this year. What Reggie or Tito is saying, what if Damian wins and has both options?
They should have did that with Austin Theory. They wanted to make him ass.
It's because
You know, they have not.
He
They
can't steal
have
the
not.
U.S. title. He might as well be ass.
They have not done.
Mike, who you got,
shit,
Mike?
man.
I mean, I was just waiting.
No. Go ahead. Whenever you want to say it, go ahead. We're all a little. As Cody said, we ingested some libations before the show, so we're a little
Do you
talkative.
feel me, sir? Do you feel me?
You feel him, sir?
Feel him?
Do you feel him, sir? That's a funny shit.
I was actually gonna pick Gunther.
It's still a good option. I mean, it's still.
If Gunther wins, I'll be super happy.
Here's the thing. Gunther was, I think they were getting ready for Gunther and Brock at Mania, right?
Yeah.
This is nothing. This fucks over Gunther's amazing run. So Gunther doesn't take on Brock. Maybe it happens.
I was gonna say something stupid.
I want to pick Gunther so bad. Like I want to, because I want him with that belt. Like he needs to have that belt.
Do it. Take Gunther.
I am not. I am going to pick Cody because at some fucking point, we got to finish the goddamn story.
All I know is if Gunther still got that belt at the WrestleMania, spoiler alert, he will still be on NWO.
That has to be like a keeper. Absolutely. There's no
So I'm going to use Kenny's theory of Bianca. She can go to either show, challenge either champion. I'm going to do it with Cody. He's going to challenge Tribal Chief.
All right.
He's going to beat Roman at Mania.
I'll say Roman's ass going to super be on the bench that day.
Right.
Sorry, Tribal Chief. Your time is up. I know what's going to happen now. It's been
going to beat Roman.
It has been years. I know the writing on the wall.
I said that shit last year. I really don't fucking.
I said it last year too, and we just fucked around and started them. Not this year. We not if that's the matchup.
The Tribal Chief is on the Tribal bench.
1 and 2. I ain't stupid.
He gonna be on the Tribal bench this year at Mania.
I'm not about to see Roman get Apollo. Nope.
Because that blonde fucker is gonna win against. He's gonna beat Roman.
This is about to be Roman. This is about to be Roman Creed versus Cody Drago.
Who you got, Kenny?
Punk.
All right. I'm also going Punk.
You know what? No, give me Gunther.
Kenny going Gunther. Kenny's like, if I'm
I
going to
had
go
him.
out, I'm going to go out swinging.
Right, rock it.
By the way,
Lucky I ain't pick. Lucky I ain't pick our truth.
before we get into tiebreakers, we did mention Pete Dunne getting his name back last week, right?
Thank God.
On Monday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, man,
Thank God.
I know. All right, here's the part where y'all hate me.
Fucking fine.
I got 3 tiebreakers.
Uh,
The first one, most eliminations in the men's rumble.
well, who has them or what's the number?
So that's the thing. I'm gonna let y'all decide this. 2 questions involve numbers. Do we want to have 2 of those tiebreakers, just 1? I'll let y'all decide. I can have this be who has the most eliminations, or what is the number of most eliminations.
Let's go. What is the number of the most?
Yeah, that's the
eliminations?
number.
All right.
Okay.
All right. What's the number? What is the number this year for the most eliminations
Mm,
in the men's rumble specifically?
Okay.
give me 9 by Gunther.
Batty asked, "What's the record?"
I think
13.
13.
I think
as
13
far
by
as,
Kane.
I was gonna say that has to be Kane
I think 13. It's either
or
Kane or
Braun
Roman. I think
Strowman.
Roman might have tied it. Well, Braun got the greatest one, but we don't. We're not
Oh
counting
yeah, ass.
that.
We don't
That doesn't
recognize
fucking.
that.
Yeah.
He won that ugly green doo-doo green belt.
I think he got 15 there, but we're talking about actual rumble 13.
Right.
So you're gonna go 9, Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 9 for Kenny. No, Cheetah, for the men's rumble, what is the highest number of eliminations? Men's
I was
specifically.
gonna go.
Because women's is the next question. We're
Right.
going to decide what that is.
Give me 12.
Okay. Tito, are you going 1 elimination? What the let's see. Mike.
Batty has 10. Cookies has 14.
Good Lord.
And Reggie has
Cookies is
9.
going for the record breaker.
Reggie got
I'm
me.
gonna go
Right.
8. 8.
Tito
and
going
Gunther.
7.
What'd you say, Mike?
8 and Gunther.
Oh, we're not doing the
Yeah, I
number.
almost went
Just the
8
number.
too.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're just doing the
Oh,
number.
8. 8.
All right. Matt, you sticking with 12 or you going to 8? Matt.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with 12. I almost went 8,
right.
but I'm gonna stick with 12.
Tito got
Tito's going
7.
7. Okay.
Mhm.
I think I'm with Matt. I think it goes over 10, but I don't think it goes 12. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a tie, 13.
Mm.
The second question is the longest time someone lasts in the women's rumble.
And the
Who's the
women.
iron? Who's the Iron Woman this year?
Who will be this year's
And, like,
mommy?
What is the time of the Iron Woman is the question, not the person. What is the time?
Oh, what is the time?
Mm-hmm. I can look up the last few times if you want me to like get an idea of what we're doing, or do you want to just guess off the rip?
Give me 43 minutes and 18 seconds.
Okay. 43:18 for Kenny. Matt, what you got?
38 minutes.
Okay, 38 for Matt. Mike, what about you?
That was the most random ass number for me to fucking come up with. I don't even know why.
I mean, it's not a bad. It's long, but it's not like start to finish long. You know, like it's not a bad pick.
Batty,
Can I
no,
say the full?
no, you can't. No, because
we need a
the
time.
match
specific.
can last. Right, the match can last over an hour if the last two people
Rhea
are
went
quickly.
from 1 to finish, so she went the whole hour and 7 minutes.
Right.
And I'm like, nah, 38, baby.
And didn't Gunther go like an hour and 13 minutes last year, some shit like that?
Yeah, he went like an hour and something.
Gunther made it all the way to the
They made
end.
sure to bury Crispin Walls. He had the record. They made sure to bury that shit. Ray got it, then Gunther got it.
I'm gonna go 41 minutes and 55 seconds.
Mike, if I could throw this fucking Skittle at you, I would, you Price is Right ass motherfucker.
I was like, now you got on me for having a ridiculous number. I just said 38.
What was it, Mike? Say it again.
42 minutes.
42.
He changed it.
About to say,
I said 41 minutes and 55 seconds.
Right.
41.
He rounded up to 42 seconds.
Batty's
like, all right, now if that shit say 41:56, you're gonna be mad as hell.
Livid. Watch it be 41 minutes and 54 seconds.
Cheeto's going 35. Cookies is going 30. Reggie.
Batty's going 40.
Yep. All right. I'm just gonna say 45.
You know what, Mongo? Yeah, switch me to a good 41.
41?
You bitch ass fucking.
You're goddamn right. You're goddamn right. I will be that.
Watch it be 38.
Reggie is going.
Reggie
62
going
minutes.
62. Yeah.
Damn.
All right. Here's the last question. Name any surprise one-off legend for either Rumble. One-off legend for the Rumble.
One-off legend.
I got my man.
Not specifically Hall of Famer, but someone that is known, had a historical career, and is no longer wrestling.
I know my men's. I don't know about my women. Let's see.
Oh my god!
It doesn't. You don't have to give me both. Just give me one answer. One answer.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, just
give me
one.
Boogeyman. Give me Boogeyman.
Okay.
I am going out swinging at dirt.
Who will Mike pick?
I have no idea, but because we hear him every week, I'm gonna go Book.
Cookies went Rikishi.
Doing it for the Rock, baby.
Me Book.
Tito is expecting some kind of miracle.
Tito is this. I don't know if I would call it a miracle. That's
what's
the opposite of a miracle? A tragedy.
Tragedy.
Always crack me up. I got one that I forgot. I can't even find it no more. Where Roman Reigns gets interrupted by him. I'll be like, oh man, this is hilarious. The best one is Roman Reigns getting interrupted by the big dog Roman Reigns. That is hilarious.
Batty is going Trish.
I will be going the one and only make some noise X-Pac.
Make some noise.
Tito going Trish as well. Did Reggie pick anybody yet? I don't see it. Oh. Okay.
As long as he comes up to the X Factor song, I'll really mark out.
Oh, the Uncle
You
Cracker.
know, probably come out. Break it down.
Reggie's going Trish.
That is not Xbox theme. Get the fuck out of
We
here
all
with that
wrong.
DX
It's gonna be.
theme.
Why should it be Scott Steiner?
I
I'll be
mean,
mad.
not a terrible option.
In the Shoney's outfit.
Deirdre said she got Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle's ugly ass.
I was just thinking, like, can Kurt Angle actually go over those ropes? No.
He gonna break his freaking neck.
Well,
I'm gonna win
it
this
could
Rumble
be
with a
Hulk
broken freaking
Hogan.
neck.
It could be Hulk Hogan. He said, "You never know."
I know one thing. He need to sit his old ass down somewhere.
Right.
I know one thing.
Yeah.
I think the fuck not.
If Hulk Hogan get in that ring, Mama know what I'm talking about. It's gonna look like that video, that 2K video, where all the black people are jumping, all the black wrestlers are jumping him. You better stay his ass out that ring.
Just made the rounds recently.
Oh, he gonna fuck around. And you know who else? Who else from Tampa? Big E. So yeah, come on, Hulk. Come on, get in the ring. I bet you Big E come out of retirement. I bet you Big E come out of retirement. Put you out of your misery, Hulk.
Give Kurt a perk.
Oh no, his kid.
One last perk for the Rumble.
WWE gets perk Kurt. Oh God. Watch out, Roman. You're done. You are done.
I'm gonna say Molly Holly.
Mongo,
that is very good. That is a very good space pick because her ass would just randomly pop up. Oh, Molly Holly, and I'm gonna be just really mad, especially if X-Pac don't show up and Molly Holly does. Like really.
What the fuck did I pick? I forgot already.
Boogeyman.
Boogeyman.
No, let's change that. Yeah, let's change that.
I had a feeling.
Boogeyman's flight has been canceled.
Yeah. Let's change that.
He did. No.
Yeah. You see, this is what happens when you hit this fucking pin. You say dumb shit like that. Yeah.
I think it's funny that most of us have got, like, including the comments, most of us have gone for the women's Rumble.
Because it's a little bit easier to pick a legend from out of the
There's a lot. Women can they will just show up. Because remember, Michelle McCool, see, he took it right out of my mouth. Michelle McCool. There's too many random women. They'll be like, here's
Tito's
Tori
changing his mind.
Wilson.
Tito's changing his mind. He's taking Michelle McCool.
They will straight be like, oh, here's Layla L. Like, nah, come on now. Here's Maurice.
They do.
Now, y'all know she don't wrestle anymore. She's just out there to look cute.
Mm-hmm.
Tito going, Michelle.
Give me Maurice.
Give me Maurice. They
give me Maurice.
Have you ever seen like the Diva Stan side of Twitter where they just like, you know what, Brie Bella wasn't that bad. You know what? Let's see Kelly some more. No, absolutely not.
They absolutely stand like Michelle. They stand Lay Cool.
They do. They think Lay Cool was the shit.
I'm like, I fucking hated Lay Cool. I love that they had those 2 belts, but besides that, I hated them. And their theme. I like their theme. That was about it.
All right. We're
everything.
5,
Bremo is ass.
4, 3, 2.
And have you ever watched a little show called Barmageddon? That show is ass. So that's what's wrong with Brie and her sister.
With
that show.
All right, folks. I think that's going to do it for us this week. What a busy ass week. We're going to be back tomorrow. We're back here tomorrow for the Friday Night Delight. Go over SmackDown preview and anything else we want to talk about. Hopefully, no more news breaks. We can just
Right.
relax a little bit because today
Unless
was a
people are getting
fucking
fired,
headache.
like Vince.
Yeah. We'll be back tomorrow. See, Reggie said we have Melina, Kelly, Cameron, Joe McCool, Fox, Summer Rae.
That's why I just
Yeah, but I think now they have more women to fill the actual thing out. You know, like the first 5 years, it was we have to get legends because we don't have enough women, and now they do. So
they got NXT.
you can follow
They
us
got
on Facebook and Twitch.tv/Under the Ring Pod. Also follow us at Linktree/Under the Ring Pod, where you can find our links. Of course, me at Greg Bush SK. We've got our good friend Mr. Kenny Rivers, Kendrade Okada at RockRib44. The Teacher Man, Mr. Freshbeard himself, the good stoner Swerve Jones at Mr. Freshbeard. Trick Matty himself, my forever rival at Yellow Light
Yeah.
Answer. We got the street team captain, Mr. Boreal Maliente. Of course, our good friend, the local news correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Hopefully we can just get through tomorrow without any more bullshit and just enjoy a rumble. Wouldn't that be nice? Folks, if you want to know when we're going live, follow us on either one of those pages. You'll see notifications. Everyone gets them. Even we get them. We follow our own shit. That's what we do.
Right.
But until then, you'll have a great night. Peace.
Hey, do the dog. Do the dog.
Bitch.
Shout out to my dude.
Matt,
What's
come
his
on,
name?
bro. Don't jinx us like this.
Frank,
Come on, man.
Frank Thomas.